few hours later, like at around like 2 a.m. is when we were leaving the bar. And so my memory after that is don't remember anything, but the next morning, basically, the details were that the car hit black ice, veered off the road, went through the front door of a house, into the garage, out the side of the garage, hit a pole, did a 180, stopped in a lake.
Bro, I don't think you ever said that you hit a pole before. I don't think that's the first time you talked about it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when I tell the story, I kind of like leave out details a lot of the time because it's just unbelievable.
No, that's a crazy experience.
I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the full story. Like, but usually when I tell the story, sometimes I leave out details because I don't want people to be like, "What?"
Yeah.
You know, like, because that's really the response I get when I tell the full story. But I mean, like, it's so funny. Like, I think like after it happened, I thought to myself, I'm like, because obviously, you know, to hit all that, you're thinking, damn, he was going fast. But, you know, I strongly believe I didn't. I wasn't. One, you know, I had all my friends in the car. Two, the neighborhood that I was in was pretty almost impossible to do that. Like the stretch of road that I was on was kind of almost windy. But after it all, like, you know, it's kind of makes me think that during the accident, I think shock hit in, and I kind of probably just kept my foot on the gas or on the brake, you know, like, cause like when on impact, you're thinking, okay, slam brake, but like when the black ice hit, I think mentally I tried to slam the brake and it didn't work, so maybe I hit the gas, you know. And so that to me sounds like more of like along the lines of what could have happened. But nonetheless, the story is the memory's just not there. Like, as a matter of fact, nobody. So I had 5 people in the car, including myself. It was me and one passenger and then 3 in the back. All 5 of us did not know that we went through a house that night.
What, for real?
Yeah, for real. Like,
bro.
all of us. And we were all alive and awake. Like, everybody came out unscathed. Like, the worst that happened was someone had a mild concussion and, like, some stitches. But besides that, everyone was walking. Everyone got out of the car. Like, we stopped in Deal Lake, which the car was halfway underwater. So, you know, people had to kind of like either open the door, somebody jumped through the sunroof to get out too at one point. But the water was kind of like up to like my belly button almost. Like, it wasn't deep, but it was.
Shit was like kind of submerged then.
Yeah, exactly. The car was submerged. We were all pretty. Everybody was wet, you know. And so, kind of like I just like learned more details like the next day. But like the ambulance came, like, you know, we went to the hospital, whatever. And it's so funny because that night I don't remember anything really, but it's the days following that kind of like more details came back to my memory. And it's so crazy because I distinctively remember like looking at one of my friends. I'm not going to say who it is, but I'll tell y'all after. But I looked at his face and there was so much blood on his face that you couldn't tell what skin color he was.